Okay, so what I am gonna talk about today is something that has been blowing my mind over the last month. So it's actually something I did last year, but I forgot to share it with you all. But I wanted to bring it up because this one thing has made such an impact in my life and it has been making women very happy. Okay? And I think you can find a lot of benefits from it too. I'm talking about a natural remedy for menopause symptoms, especially hot flashes, which are really annoying, right? You feel like you're going through early stages of puberty again, but backwards. So this herb called black cohosh has been used for centuries by indigenous people. It's been used by Native Americans, Chinese, Japanese, different cultures have used it for different purposes, mostly for women's health. And it has a long history of use for just balancing female hormones in general. But what I discovered over the last month, and this is why I want to make this video, is that not only does it help with menopause symptoms, but also it can be preventive. Okay? You don't have to wait until you're in menopause to start taking black cohosh. If you are noticing little things, like maybe your cycles are getting a little bit longer or a little bit heavier, or maybe you're starting to have more PMS symptoms than usual, or maybe your cycles are a little bit lighter and you are starting to feel kind of this transition phase, black cohosh can be helpful in that time as well. Now, there's definitely some benefits to taking it once you are in menopause. Like if you're dealing with really bad hot flashes, night sweats, brain fog, mood swings, irritability, anxiety, insomnia. Oh my gosh, that can just go, right? Because we know estrogen plays a big role in our sleep. It plays a big role in our cognitive ability to focus, to concentrate, and when it drops off quickly, that can cause problems. So black cohosh has been shown to improve these symptoms, but it also can help regulate your cycle. It can help increase progesterone levels naturally, which then will turn into other hormones as well, like estrogen. So it's interesting because this was something that I never knew about. I didn't realize that taking this herb could help me with both aspects of menopause. I took it before I entered menopause, and then I continued taking it after I entered menopause, and it helped me with my hot flashes. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you can take a little higher dosage of black cohosh when you are in menopause because you need a little bit more of it. But if you're taking it to regulate your cycle, you might just need a little bit less. So listen to your body and just see what you need. I always recommend starting out with a lower dose and then increasing the dose as needed. The way I'm taking it is a supplement, okay? There's different types of supplements out there, but I prefer to take mine in a capsule form, and I take 2 every single day. And I found that for me personally, that's the perfect amount. I also sometimes add in a little bit of chaste tree berry, which is good for supporting the pituitary gland, which is at the base of your brain and that helps control other glands in your endocrine system. So if you're trying to balance your hormones in general, and this is what I love about natural remedies is it's not just treating one symptom, it's addressing the whole person. So what will happen when you correct one thing is other things will follow. So how exactly does black cohosh work? Well, it's kind of mimicking or supplementing the hormones that our bodies need, especially estrogen. So it increases the amount of estrogen that's available in our bodies, but it doesn't mimic estrogen. It just kind of works with estrogen to help balance it out. It also can help increase progesterone levels, and it does this by working with certain receptors in the body called receptor modulators. It also acts as a phytoestrogen, which means it's helping to support the master gland called the pituitary. And when the pituitary is happy, all the other glands in your endocrine system will follow suit, and they'll start to work better. Black cohosh also works to reduce stress hormones, which is amazing, because who doesn't need less stress in their life, right? It reduces cortisol, and I found this really fascinating. It also helps decrease inflammation in the body. So if you've been following along, you know that I am a huge fan of reducing inflammation. In fact, I have a whole course on reducing inflammation. But anytime we can do something naturally without medication, I'm all for it. And this is something that you can do too. You can just take black cohosh. You can get it in a tea form. You can get it in a tincture form. Check the video description below to find some. You can even put it in your food. You can cook with it. So there's many ways that you can get this into your system and experience these benefits. The other thing that is really great about black cohosh is that it doesn't interfere with any medications that you are already on. So if you're on HERT, if you're on thyroid medication, if you're on birth control, it doesn't interfere with those things. So it's really nice because I've had a lot of patients, a lot of clients tell me that they've been on HERT for years, which is hormone replacement therapy. They've been on it for years and they still wanted to try black cohosh just to see if it would help with their hot flashes. And it worked, okay? So they were able to decrease their hurt dosage, which also decreases their risk for side effects. One thing to note is if you are on blood thinners, you should probably avoid black cohosh. But there's really no other contraindications. Anyone can take this, even men. But the main reason I wanted to talk about it in this video is because it has been so beneficial for me. Like I said, I took it as I was transitioning. I'm now post-menopausal, but I took it before I went into menopause and then during menopause, and it helped with my heavy bleeding. It helped with my hot flashes. I felt more balanced. I felt more calm. I slept better, which was amazing. And I was able to stop taking melatonin. Before I started taking black cohosh, I had to take melatonin to sleep, and I didn't like taking a synthetic version of melatonin because I wanted to just use natural methods to heal my body, to heal myself. And so this was really great. Another benefit is that it increased my libido. I felt more sexual. I felt more like having sex, which was really nice. I don't know about you, but sometimes when you're going through this transitional phase, you just feel kind of blah about sex, right? It's not as exciting. Your hormones are all over the place. But this helped me feel more connected to my body. It helped me feel more pleasure in my body. And I think that is really important because we are living in a culture where there is a lot of shame around sexuality and especially female sexuality. And we don't need that. We need to reclaim our sexuality. We need to feel comfortable in our bodies. We need to feel good about ourselves. And black cohosh can play a part in that. So if you're looking for something natural to take to help you balance your hormones, to help you feel better, especially if you are in menopause or perimenopause or you are just starting to notice that your hormones are a little off, I highly suggest trying black cohosh. You'll find the product links in the description below, along with a full breakdown of other herbs I've tried for menopause. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And I hope you're having an amazing day. Stay healthy.